Okay, let us continue.
No! Come back
Revolver
here!
ammo, yes.
I swear I'll kill you if you hurt Alice!
Hell yes.
Do you hear me? Come back here!
Didn't remember.
He had Alice, and he wanted the manuscript because he thought it held some magical power. But I had no manuscript to give him. I had to get back to Barry and figure out my next move.
Well, the autosave system works, so let's just double check it. Huh? See. Guess it's all checkpoint based. Good thing I checked. Alright. So I hope this is the last time they've taken the weapons away, although I was out of ammo before anyway. But I will need to get another shotgun now.
On more than one occasion, Alice had tried to explain to me how it felt to be afraid of the dark. To her, darkness wasn't simply the absence of light, but something more tangible than that. It was something you could touch and feel. Worse than that, it was something with a mind of its own, something malicious and malign. For her, things changed when they were wrapped in darkness. They turned into something else, something foreign, and nothing was safe or innocent anymore. I'd never really understood what she meant, until now.
Now it is real. Glad they don't make me do a weird balancing minigame on that thing. Pain in the ass. And glad the thing's so shiny. Game's saying, hey dummy, don't step on this thing. I'm gonna put a bunch of traps around, but we're gonna make it super obvious to avoid. I guess means I'll end up stumbling on them later when I'm running away from some bad guy. Forgotten where they are. That's how they get you. How they get you. Look at them all. Holy crap. Getting silly. Oh, there we go.
Rusty
Hey.
warned me about these traps. It hurt like hell. I was stuck.
That's great, just shine a little light on it, it'll get better. I am a crusader of light. It heals and sustains me. Oh, full ammo. Man, that's a feeling I haven't had in a while. Yeah, got me. Stop it. Aim button's not intuitive at all. Ugh, down I go. Got me the calf. Cut the tendons off. Achilles healed me. Thanks so, buddy. Not think so, sir. Wish I could go back and get that ammo I left behind now, but I'll probably just spawn more of them. I do end up wasting more ammo in the process. That's no good. It really does give me a sort of Stephen King vibe. Although I haven't actually read a lot of Stephen King books. I've read a few. I've read The Dark Tower and I've read It. I know that Dark Tower has a lot of elements from these other stories in it. The amalgamation of this stuff. A mishmashed multi-world thing. Dodge! Okay, I could really use some more bullets now. Okay, thanks, bye. That'd be real nice. Would be real nice. Yeah, I guess a thermos is okay too, but I can't. What am I gonna do? Throw it at people? I guess I have a lot of thermos by now. Thermi. Probably do some damage.
The night had been one desperate situation after another. I was exhausted, and my body felt as though it had been chewed up and spat out. The flashlight was heavy in my hand, and each pull of the trigger sent a painful shock up my arm. But I was finally out of the woods, and things were looking up. That's when I heard the chainsaw.
Things were looking up. Or not. Guess I'm jinxing myself like that. If I wrote this stuff on purpose, make it come true, why did I make all these bad things happen to me? That's the way the narrative has to be, man.
It made no sense. It was clear that it had just fallen over, but it was very old and obviously hadn't flown in decades. Looking at it sent a shiver down my spine.
That's normal. Ancient planes just fall out of the sky sometimes. No? Kinda happens. Weird. Got rid of your dark zit. Okay now? Alright, airplane? I've lost track of the arrow clues. Oh, they're there. Yeah, supplies. Supplies! A flare gun, but it's still useful. Where the hell am I going? What? That way. Came from up there, I think, right? So I think we could try to go this way. Maybe. Not backtracking by accident. Oh. I have a flare, assholes. Crowd control. There, yeah. Hit you. For yourself got, sucker. Oh, that dodge was too slow. I'm not sure what my max shotgun ammo is like. I want to try to use the handgun. Or its ammo down. But don't oversave it and then get more and then I'm too full. That'd be a waste. That water looks healthy and safe. Let's go for a swim. That sounds like a good idea. Uh-oh. That's the sound of bad mans. I tried to jump. The jumping system does not work super well in this game. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No water. Get out. Get out. Competent, Alan. What's wrong with you? Like sitting at a desk and writing all day makes you bad at athletics or something. Alright, well, those guys don't want to play. Fine with me. I'm gonna have to use my ammo on them. Ah. Whoops. Place is all slippery. Not in the fun way either. Alright. Aim. Ah. Oh, slide off the edge, okay. I think that would have damaged me if I stepped on it, if I remember correctly. God, darkness goop. Like acid, but for your soul. Bad stuff, okay. Don't do darkness, okay. Darkness is bad. Okay. Oh yeah. More goop. And an exit. Let's go back and check out what we did in that other room. If that's not the exit, then we should check it out. On the floor where it was. Ah, I see. Got another page.
When Barry saw the darkness attack the visitor center, it made him a believer. The men Al said he'd shot, they hadn't been just locals on crank. Somehow the world had changed, like the channel had been switched without warning. You think you're watching a sitcom, and you're really watching a horror show. When the birds started attacking the cabin, Barry wasn't surprised. Just
I watched that video once. It's called Too Many Cooks. Haven't seen it? I highly recommend it. Now I'm not sure if I'm going the right way or the bonus extra goodies way. That moment when you got two ways to go and you're not sure which one will get you to bonus stuff and which one advances the plot. This is looking like an advancing the plot way, so I'm going to get back the other way for a second. Come on, you can do it. So what was back here? Ah. Ajay.
The logging site was a mess. The modular office had been pushed off the cliff. Deputy Thornton climbed up from the wreckage excited, breathing hard from the exertion. Nobody there. It's weird. Don't you think that's weird? Bored, Mulligan let out a mighty snort. Hell, it's always weird, Thornton. Just a question of sorting out what kind of weird it is this time around.
That man has seen too much shit. Even care anymore. He's like, girl, I've seen some shit. Alright? You have to do better than that to impress me. Alright. On the water door.
Be aware of Widowmakers.
Aware, sir. I'm so very aware. Oh, watch it off. It's rifle. Reloads for it though. That thing has got some kick. That's better than the shotgun. Ah, what the fuck? Does Looney Tunes rake myself? Point going up here. Yeah. All directions look bad. Which choice is the least bad? Hidden goodies? Ah, no hidden goodies. That's my favorite choice. Nope, nothing for us today. Pursue in your incredibly easily avoided trap. Ow. Rude. It's not nearly as easy to avoid. You know what? Have a flare. Fuck you. Well, want some? There, have that. How am I going? That's shiny, I suppose. remember how many flares you can carry in this.
Hazardous occupation.
Hazardous occupation. Oh, it's the chainsaw. Can I move now, please? Preferably away. Away would be nice. Away would be great. That. Oh. Ow. Back, foul demon. Power of Slayer compels you. This guy's hat. Cool hat. Trust this log pile. Gonna mess with me from behind that. Ambush waiting to happen, I'm telling you. Never mind the fact that I'm past it now. That doesn't even matter. Hello? Hello, statue.
Ow! The porch is covered with birds. They've got all Hitchcock on me.
Stay out of sight. I'm on my way. Don't open the door.
What am I, crazy?
Stay hidden.
Yes?
I'll be there soon. Just make sure you keep the lights on.
Like that lady in the diner told us. She knew. God,
I
she
still
knew.
had to reach Barry at the cabin, but at least I was out of the woods.
Fools we were. Didn't listen. How am I?
I'd have to get the car from the locked garage. It would get me back to Barry faster, and the headlights were a welcome bonus.
Bonus. Alright, who left the key in the bathroom?
The FBI agent's command froze me in place. I considered surrender. It was all falling apart anyway. I could give in, let someone else deal with it, but it felt all wrong. Call it instinct, his posture, the way he held the gun. He was no friend. Shots ringing in my ears, I leaped for the hole in the fence and stumbled into the darkness beyond.
Call it instinct. Or maybe paranoia. What if everybody is out to get you? Well, paranoid, or are you just right? Or are you both? Definition of paranoia require that you're wrong?
I had to find the key
Something
to
to
the
think
garage.
about. This isn't going to go horribly wrong in any way.
A story is not a machine that does what you tell it. A story is a beast with a life of its own. You can create it, shape it, but as the story grows, it starts wanting things of its own. Change one thing and you set off a chain reaction of events that spreads through the whole thing. The characters have to be true to themselves. The events need to follow a logic that fits the story. A single flaw and the magic is gone. The story dies. Alice dies. .
Yeah, Alice. I'll worry about myself. I live in blissful ignorance of my flaws. Thank you very much. Well, but I wanna. Oh, loot. Alright, fine. Get headlights, bitch! Working very well. Oh, there we go. Eat it! Ram, sucker! Alright, alright. Guess we're going this way? Excuse me, coming through. Coming through. Beep beep, motherfucker. Oh. Ramp it. Yay. Move over, Dukes of Hazzard. Here comes your incredibly clumsy replacement. Oh. Go around this way. Ah, God, camera. On your shit. Yeah, let's hit this as a save point. Why not? I'm not supposed to get out and go down there, am I? Great. So we're not using the truck anymore. All the dramatic music and roaring noises. Oh, flare gun. Yes.
The flare gun was probably the best weapon I could imagine against the dark things I was facing.
A rocket launcher back. Yeah. Oh, hi. Follow me, guys. Ammo saving solution for you. You'll love it. Have some. There we go. That'll save us some bullets. Very nice.